outside of the end of the last game, like the last two games, we started taking steps. And so I just encouraged them and tried to motivate them to do the same thing, right? It's hey, let's take another step forward today and being the team that we want to be. And the guys came out with a sense of urgency. Obviously, shots fell early, and sometimes that can also help a little bit. But I just thought our defensive intensity from the jump was there. The physicality was there. The connectivity was there, and the finishing at times of possessions was there.
What did you see in the defense as you guys were setting up and things like that you guys were able to go on a run and find a little bit of confidence down the stretch?
Yeah, I think everybody was executing their position the way they needed to. Right? We work on this stuff every day in practice, and people were there, they were engaged, they were communicating. So you could just feel sometimes with defenses, you could be in the right spots, but you just don't feel it. And tonight, our mentality and our approach was we wanted to come out and attack the game, and we executed our game plan and our principles really, really well, and we got the ball where we wanted it to go.
It looked like you were coaching really hard with Sharif. Is that something that you have been focusing on? I know that as a former point guard yourself, you take that position. You take it. That's something that's near and dear to your heart.
For sure.
What's going on there?
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously that was my position. So when I see the game, I see it through that lens. And I'm just really proud of the progress that he's continuing to make. I thought his decision making was really good tonight. To have 11 assists along with 24 points and only 2 turnovers is a huge stride for him. And I thought he did a really good job of just kind of taking what the defense gave him. And when he continues to make those passes and give those guys the shots, then it starts to open up more things for him at the rim. But what I was most impressed with Sharif about was his defense tonight. It was his best defensive performance. We gave him the assignment of guarding Brownridge, and Brownridge is a great shooter who can really get loose and get hot quickly. And he was into him all game long and made it really difficult, and didn't take a possession off on the defensive end. And that, to me, was the thing that I walked away with most impressed.
I noticed you went to zone early in the first quarter.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of switched it up, but I noticed that. And last game, you had said you didn't want to go to zone. Was that because real backup point guard today? Were you trying to keep guys fresh?
Yeah, I think I think we've been putting it in and sprinkling it in more and more each game. But sometimes you read the lineups that are out on the floor, and whether it be your defense or their offense. And then really at the end of the day, we're just trying to kind of keep them off balance and not necessarily give them a steady look of that. But there's no doubt that, with Sharif playing 44 minutes, opportunities that we had to kind of conserve the legs a little bit, took advantage of that as well.
Charge made a trade for John Elmore. What do you know about him, and how's he going to help the team?
Yeah, no, we played against John a few times last year, or at least a couple times, and then obviously this year. But he's a very good player, just a really solid all-around basketball player. Great passer, has really good vision, good size, can shoot the ball, shoots the ball well from 3. He's been around, so has experience. I think he played 50 games in Sioux Falls last year, so we look forward to adding him to the group, and we think he'll fit in really well.